Bancho Boy Cooper here. Today we've got the alleged ultimate Digimon, Machinedramon, going up against the Gold Digizoid contender for the new big impenetrable, unsurpassable wall with that can't be deleted by this, that, and the other thing effects of Magnamon X, specifically the Gold Vaccine version, as Defense Training does pick up the new-ish, I guess, Supreme Connection card from BT15. And Goldvax just starting off with a Kudamon into a ST17 Rapidmon. So when you don't see the Patamon to cheat out for free, I guess you just have to pay for and evolve like everybody else, right? But Supreme Connection is going to be coming down here. This card pretty crazy, revealing the top 5 cards for only a 3 cost, almost akin to Blazing Memory Boost, picking up the Megadramon to hand and putting the Hagurumon X into the trash, and then you get to rig the rest to the top of the deck, so there's not even any regretties on like, oops, I wheeled this to the bottom. It looks like we may have a thinking it back here, but okay, yeah, he's going to be adding the Megadramon. I think there were 2 copies of the Megadramon there, so it was not really much of a choice there. But rigging those on top of the deck to draw into later, which can sometimes be bad if they were bad cards, but oh well. So Rapidmon X is swinging in, draining security by 4K. And another Supreme Connection, and what's extra crazy about Supreme Connection is that it actually just activates its normal effect out of security as opposed to the memory boosts. So we go ahead and get a Megadramon in the trash there and taking the Gardramon to hand, so maybe missing a level 4. So a good thing to see there. And there's the physical training to go ahead and pick up either the TK or the Rapidmon X antibody. And definitely could just get into the Rapidmon X antibody next turn over that Rapidmon, of course. So looks like we don't see a TK in the hand to go ahead and start investing and getting that memory payoff back when we keep recovering cards and recovering in air quotes, I should say, cards to security with the deck. And see, I've choked at 1. There is the defense training here, so we'll see. Looks like the Doraemon is going to be moving up here, and defense training will be cracked to go into probably that Gardramon that we just saw. Yep, which can trash a card with Machine or Cyborg, and then to prevent it from being deleted by the opponent's effects, which is not really going to be too helpful against Yellow Vaccine because its removal is going to be via DP0, which is, of course, a game mechanic, so not very helpful there. But think about if we want to trash anything. Doesn't really need to, of course. May as well have the cards stuck in the hand until we get to like Chaos Monix antibody and stuff, or Chaos Monix antibody. So we do know there is the Megadramon we can evolve up into. The question is, without being at the apex of this deck, it's definitely going to be very scary, and because its stack's going to be very vulnerable to being removed. But here comes the Megadramon. A bit of a wordy on evolve here, but it's going to check the top 3. Gonna grab. We do see the Airdramon there, which is an SOC. So it's going to be taken into its sources, and it's going to add 1 such card to hand. Looks like he's going to take the Hagurumon there to hand with the reboot. You can actually switch those around if he wants. Yeah, he's just going to add in the reboot of that Hagurumon to hand and take the Airdramon into the source, and then add the Airdramon to his hand. So that'll work out well there. So he's got 1. And we didn't see the Rapidmon X antibody taken to the hand last turn off the physical training. I believe we did take the TK. So looks like do we have another Rapid X? We actually do. So that Megadramon probably going to be going down here for a very thrifty Evo. Could even use the physical training if he wants, and yeah, he will. This is going to be effectively for free here as going into the Rapid X for 2, draining it by 4K while it's suspended. You can just swing into it, and that's going to regain 2 memory from the Rapidmon X's effect when deleting something by battle on all turns, or by DP0. Gets to regain that 2 memory. So yeah, definitely a play that was kind of hoping maybe he didn't have it, but I guess he did. At the very least, we got to do a little bit more filter, and doesn't have to pass over 3. Having to raw evolve into the BT8 Rapid in the back does feel bad. Hasn't seen the Patamon though, so usually when Goldvax does not have the Patamon, they don't get off to a great start. But just having to raw evolve into these Rapidmons, only seen the Kudamons. But it's been going all right so far. As Machinedramon has not done anything crazy, and I'm sure we're going to be looking for the EX1 Machinedramon. Still, I think the only boss monster type guy who's just flat out immune to DP drain. We definitely need to get some more of those, please, Bandai. Maybe coming up soon. We will see. But Heavy Mobile will be played here. Going to trash a Machine or Cyborg as the payment for that. And then we do have the Supreme Connection here, which will be used to play a Machine or Cyborg for -6 cost. So here comes Chaosdramon for a whopping 9. And he's going to be grafting under the Metal Tyrannomon and the Megadramon there. And he's going to be able to swing with Blitz, since it does have evolution cards. Bonk over that Kudamon, and will be able to trash the top card of the security stack. So it's going to be a Emissary of Hope that does not add to hand because it was simply trashed. So we also have the Digivolve on attack, Inherit there on the Chaosmon. So not a very strong Chaosmon stack, I would say. It can prevent deletion one time, which will work against battle deletion, so that is something for sure. This stack can definitely be drained and did pass over quite a bit of memory here, of course. So the Gold Rapid is coming up, and we'll see if there's another Rapid X. Looks like there's not, but we do have Awakening of the Gold Digizoid Golden Knight into the Gold Digizoid Super Saiyan 3 Magnamon X Antibody, as I like to call him, getting 3K, getting the immunity, and he's going to be able to whack into the Chaosmon X. Going to purge some sources, and then see if there's a way to cheat that effect again, or to reduce security in some way to unsuspend and just go ahead and swing over it. Honestly, probably doesn't matter. There's going to be the TK, and that's going to be able to pick up any card here. Doesn't look like the security was too crazy. We did see a Pillowmon in there, and you're going to pick up the Patamon out of there to start getting some good stuff going on next turn. That is going to trigger the Magnamon, of course, to unsuspend and get its effect boosted again. And unfortunately, it looks like there is no... We got the draw from Tokomon, but there was not a Patamon in source or a TK already down. BT14 TK, so it does not get to retain a turn. So Chaosdramon is out here surviving for right now, but definitely cannot swing safely into this massive 18k Magnamon blocker. So we'll see what we have here. There's a set to 3 there, maybe evolving into the Chaosmon X, and he is. So we'll get to copy that Chaosdramon's effects to reload the exact same 2 inheritables as before. And unfortunately, of course, cannot de-Digivolve because the Magnamon is immune to effects. But at least there is the Chaosdramon there. And, on all turns, if it would be deleted, it does get to trash the top card of the security stack. So that'll be pretty good. All of the removal that Yellow Vaccine is going to have is going to be via deletion, even if it is via game mechanic of DP0. So Patamon is in the back, ready to do some crazy explosive plays on a future turn. We do see that I think there's another Rapidmon X Antibody there in the hand as well. So if we can hit a Gold Rapid out of security, that will be quite good. It does hit into the Analog Man, so gonna get the 3K and immunity and blocker, or unsuspend as well. But the Analog Man is there at least now to start redirecting attacks and hopefully staving off lethal here for Machinedramon. And there comes TK, gonna draw that Pillowmon into hand, and probably gonna be rigging in, a level 4 Rapidmon, ready for that Patamon on the next turn, and getting that memory back with the TK. And so, of course, Machinedramon does sometimes play memory setter with like the ST15 time, but we don't see one of those on board. We do have the Supreme Connection still waiting in the back. Hopefully we can see a Machinedramon come out for some DP drain immunity. That would be a lot more resilient against the Rapidmon X Antibody, of course, as well as just being able to graft under more sources than the Chaosmon's 3, which is only enough to protect against 1. And ooh, there's Heaven's Judgment coming down to torch the Chaosmon X Antibody, but I will get the trash 1 the opponent's security because of Chaosdramon X Antibody's effect when it would be deleted, as we mentioned earlier. So there's that. Heaven's Judgment, really not fair with 3-color Digimon for sure. A single Digimon, but it's 3 colors, so you get 4 pings. That is devastating. Minus 24,000. Ain't nothing surviving that. So he is going to trash a Metal Greymon of the Blocker Inherit from Analog Man to draw and gain. And does have quite a bit of memory here. So here is the Airdramon here. See if he's got a Marvin Jackson. He actually does. So showing off some of the new stuff here from BT15. So pretty cool. Marvin Jackson, very helpful for the deck, being a mini Analog Man, as well as if you need to get Blocker some way, you can get Blocker. So of course, there's a ton of reboot inherits now, so you can take advantage of that jamming as well. So Gigadramon coming down. That one unfortunately only has an on play, but does get I believe an additional source of reboot in the stack actually. So there's that. And see what he can go into here. It's going to go into another Chaosdramon. And going to take, that's Blocker, and then the 2 blocker when attacking D-Digi, and trash top card of security if it deletes by battle. So he's got a Mind Link out on Marvin Jackson to keep it around for next turn, as he does not need the blocker inherit right now. And then here comes the crazy things that Patamon does. He actually has a choice here. He's got the BT8 one that he put in, or the ST17 one. And he's going to go with the BT8 one here, which will be able to suspend the Chaosmon, and it can be DP drained. So it's going to be taken down to, let's see, I don't think there's any DP plus inherits in the stack right now. So he's going to rig in that Rapamon X antibody, which will be even more devastating if he does have an Emissary of Hope, as well as getting memory back from TK and from Patamon and from the Tokomons, and going ahead and activating the Magnamon's effect to get big and gain immunity in case there is some sort of a crazy kill card in there. So a minus 5k debuff on there, so down to a measly 7k on the Chaosdramon. Does not feel very good at all. And we'll see how the still a ton of memory passed over on with this as well. We'll see how the assault from Gold Vaccine starts to come through. I believe we did see there is another. Okay, there. Yep, there is the Emissary of Hope, rather, and we do know there is that Rapidmon X antibody in security that was just rigged. So yeah, really, really, really not fair, right? Having to pay one and then you're not mention regaining all that memory. Paying one and then regaining however much with the Patamon into the Rapid X just does not feel fair. Going from rookie to mega for one memory, pretty crazy. But at least these were actually having had to be set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing over the Castramon, and looks like he is gonna just go ahead and let it go. Yeah, because he just lets it go and does gain the memory from the Rapidmon. And Rapamon swinging in here as well, hitting into that. Oh, there's the card we would like to see, the EX1 Machinedramon, which does at least make the Rapid X Armor Purge. And oof, there is a Pillowmon. Thankfully, Supreme Connection does not play by effect. It just reduces the play cost. So you're still playing it normally. Likewise for the option card that gives Rush and Blitz, the Advance to the Heavy Mobile. That is not play by effect. It just sets up a future effect on something that you hard play normally. So we'll take out the physical training from security with another BT1 TK, and there's only 2 security left on Goldvax's side, but definitely very very scary. Only 1 left on Machinedramon's side, so definitely gonna need to mount some sort of a offensive play here. Although all the blockers are currently down, but of course the Magnamon will unsuspend if a security is removed. So there is that to be concerned with. So Hagurumon is coming down here in the back, and see how we can possibly survive on this turn. And there he is. There's the Machinedramon. He I don't know that he actually cracked the Supreme Connection there, but we do see finally a couple of cards getting grafted in here. You got the attack unsuspended, the reboot and blocker on attack, the Digivolve, and trash top card of stack when deleting by battle. So we'll choke. He is going to pass over 3. So maybe he did not want to retain turn on there. If he looks like he did not have the advance of the heavy mobile Digimon. So we'll see if the Machinedramon can ward off the assault. We do have blocker as well as analog man, so we can stop a couple of swings from coming in through here, but I think this may possibly not be enough, thanks to the Pillowmon swing there, but we'll see if we can route the turn here with Goldvax to go for game this turn, or if could be that last security is another analog man. I don't believe we've seen any played from hand. There was just the Marvin Jackson that was grafted in by the Airdramon. So we're gonna go ahead and swing in here with the Magnamon X, and yeah, unfortunately, no DP boost inheritables on the Machinedramon. That would be really nice if we could have had that at like a 13k. That would have been actually nice to at least make things armor purge. Alright, we do not see it, so Marvin Jackson is the last thing coming out of security, and it's going to swing. He can analog man and purge. He does have another block, which we'll have to use here on the Pillowmon, and then the Rapid X will just end up suspending it actually, and go for game. And just like that, Machinedramon goes down. Gold Vaccine picks up a win. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.